Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you're all in the best of your health. According to our today's lesson planner, we have Workbook Part D, question number 5, 6 and 7. So let's begin with our first part. Let me read the statement first. Underline the verbs in the given statements. Say whether they are in the past tense. We are going to figure out whether they are written in a past tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, or future tense. Alright, so we are going to identify the verbs first, and then we will figure out whether they are given in the present tense or in the past or in the future tense. Alright, so before starting the question, let me give you a short summarization or a short explanation of these tenses. So we have taken all these tenses before. Let us revise again. Just a quick summary of these tenses: that in simple present tense we use first form of verb, while in present continuous tense we always use is, are or am with first form of verb plus ing. It depends, like is used with the singular, are with plural, and am is always used with I. And in simple past we always use second form of verb, and in negative sentences we will use did with first form of verb. And in future tenses we have shall or will with first form of verb. Like some of the examples are given over here. Like if I will write this sentence in a simple present tense, it will be she makes a cake. So I have used the first form of verb. As I have told you, in simple present we will use first form of verb. So make is the first form of verb. I have used s at the end, as we know that s always comes with the verb if we have a singular noun. If we have a plural subject, then we will remove s from the verb. The second one is present continuous example. The example of present continuous, for example, if I will write the same statement in present continuous tense, it will be she is making a cake. I have used is with ing form of a verb. Then we have simple past. In simple past, if we will change the same statement into simple past, it will be she made a cake. I have used the second form of verb now. As I have told you, the simple past has second form of verb. And if I will change it into future tense, the same sentence, it will be she will make a cake. I have used will with first form of verb that I have explained you before, will or shall with first form of verb. We mostly use will with a lot of sentences. So she will make a cake. So this was a quick description of our question number 5. Let's see what we have in the first one. Amir is selling tickets for the show. First of all, figure out this verb over here. We know that is selling is a verb, and it's is with first form plus ing. So we know that it is a present continuous tense. And remember that we are representing simple present tense with SPR, while present continuous tense with PRC. So change this thing on your books, cut the old ones and write it down just like I've written over here. Just cut it down, cut the last one and write down the new ones. Alright, the next one is she will come to the party with us. The verb is will come. So we know that will is always used in a future tense, and the first form of verb. So that means it is a future tense, and its short form is FT. Third part is he takes the dog for a walk every day. So takes is the verb. As we know, this is the first form of verb with s. That means it is a simple present tense. So I have denoted simple present tense with s and pr, the short form. They filmed the exciting car race. Filmed is the verb. It's the second form of verb, and we know that second form of verb always come in simple past. It always comes in the simple past, so this is past tense. And the last one is I am doing my work now. Am doing is a verb, and we know that we am doing shows us that it is a present continuous tense. So PRC is the short form of present continuous tense. So this was the first question. This was the fifth question that was related to the tenses. Moving forward towards our question number 6 now. Now question number 6 is change the following into indirect speech. Some of the direct sentences are given. We will change them into indirect speech. So before changing, let me give you a short description of this direct and indirect speech. As we have learned before that direct speech is the actual message of the speaker, while the indirect speech is the reported message by someone else, is reported or is said by someone else. It's not a direct message, it's something that has been said indirectly. While direct speech is always written in inverted commas, we will always use inverted commas in a direct speech, while indirect speech are never enclosed in inverted commas. They are not enclosed in an inverted commas. One of the example is written over here. Let's see. She said to me, I am fine. What did she say to me? That she is fine. I am fine. So I am fine is written in the inverted commas as this is the direct speech of her. So if I will change this direct sentence into indirect sentence, it will be, she said to me that she was fine. So the present tense has been changed into a past tense. She said to me, she told me, or she said to me, what did she say? That she was fine. I have used was in a place of am. That means I have changed the present into past tense. So this is how we are going to change the given sentences. Now let's see what is the first sentence. It is not here, George, remarked Paul. So this is the direct speech. Let's change it into indirect speech. We will start from the speaker. Who is the speaker? Paul is the speaker. So Paul remarked George that it was not there. So Paul remarked George that all the inverted commas are removed and we have used that here. It was, is changed into was. Present tense has been changed into past tense. It was not there. Here has been changed into there because I'm talking about something that happened before. So the indirect speech of this direct sentence will be, Paul remarked George that it was not there. Now the second one is, are these your books, Ali? Asked Qasim. We will start from the speaker. Qasim asked Ali, and what did he ask? If, we are using if as this was a question, so Qasim asked Ali if those were his books. First of all, these will be changed into those as we are talking about the past, and are will be changed into were. Obviously, present tense will be changed into past tense, his books. So the indirect speech will be, Qasim asked Ali if those were his books. And the last one is, don't shout, Basit, ordered Saira. Let's start from the last, from the speaker. Saira ordered Basit, and what did she order? Not to shout, obviously. Now question number 7 is, change the following direct speech into indirect speech and use would. Now the difference is that some of the future tenses are given over here. In a direct speech we will change these these future tenses into indirect speech and we will use would. Let's see how we are going to do that. So the first one is, he said, I will work for you. So let's change the first sentence and let us remove the inverted commas first. So we will begin from the beginning. He said that, inverted commas are removed and we have used that. He said that he would work for me. He would. I have used would in a place of will as I have changed the speech. That's why in a place of will or shall we will use would. So he said that he would work for whom? For me. Alright, so this was the direct speech. If I will write it into indirect speech, it will be, he said that he would work for me. The second one is, Maheen said, I shall be very late for the meeting. This is what she said. Let's change it into indirect speech. So Maheen said, inverted commas are removed and we will use that. She would has been used in a place of shall, and then it will be, she would be very late for the meeting. That's it. This is going to be the indirect speech of the last one. So this was our today's lesson that was related to the tenses and direct and indirect speech. So I hope you understood today's lesson. Thank you so much for listening.